against Mombasa, 1800. He plays e4. Let's go with... We're going to go with the Sicilian, but we're going to go with a different version of it. I don't play on Fix. Yeah, I do play on Fix, actually, quite a lot. Or I used to play on there a lot more, let's put it that way. But I do have an account on there, for sure. So knight c6 here, we're trying to control the d4 square now. This is kind of like a closed Sicilian, because white's not going to get to play d4. We're going to play bishop g7, try to control that d4 square as best as we can. E6. Knight e7. This is the closed Sicilian. We have had a couple previous games where we've kind of explained the ins and outs of this opening a bit. We're going to play knight to d4. Oh, castle queenside. That seems risky. That seems risky, for sure. Yeah, we're going to go queen a5. Seems pretty risky, in my opinion. a6. We're going to play b5 pretty soon. All right, bishop h6. Am I worried about this trade? Not really. I think we can just trade and play b5 and keep going with the attack here. This is going to be an interesting game. We're going to go full-out attack here against the king. Rook b8. Full attack mode here is the idea. I don't really care if he gets the h7 pawn, because that's what he's going to grab next move, most likely. Because I'm actually not going to castle here. We're going to go full attack mode in this position. Yeah, I guess he doesn't even want the h7 pawn. He needs this queen to come back for defense later. We're going to play rook to b8, I believe. We could also take, and then rook b8. Let's go rook b8. Give ourselves options. I forgot the name of Ben Kenobi or something. You play that opening. You can't remember the name right, I guess. Let's go... Let's go knight c6 here first. Keep the queen defended so there's no funny business going on. I want to keep the options open. I want to capture here if possible. I want to... I can also push this pawn right now. Push the pawn, and his knight's trapped, isn't it? Push, he takes on d4. I take on c3, he takes on c6. b4, knight takes d4. Knight takes d4, knight d2. I think we're just going to play bishop d7 here and see what happens. b4 is now a threat. But he probably is going to take on d4. Yeah, he's probably going to take on d4. Pawn takes, moves, takes. I don't really want to trade queens off here. I'd prefer not to. Prefer not to trade queens because my attack's pretty good here. Takes, knight d2, or knight e2, I mean. Queen b6. My knight on d4 is also very powerful, though. He does have a bad bishop, so that's also a positive for the endgame for me. Alright, knight d5, interesting. If I take it, he'll play knight f6 check. I'll play king d8. I don't really want to let his knight on the f6 square, so we're just going to retreat. He's going to have to retreat his knight now. I can't castle, though, so it is a little bit of a tricky situation to a degree. All right, we're going to play bishop c6. Put some pressure on this diagonal here. f4. All right, we're gonna go queen c7. Knight c2, okay. At this point, we do have to trade knights. I don't really want to allow him just to capture on d4 and mess my my position up. And I think here we're playing e5 to shut his bishop down. I think this works out. So he's got a bad bishop. I have a good bishop. That's the main positive. I do have a bit of a king weakness, which is definitely true. But I think I can work around this. I'll play b4. b3 might be a pawn sacrifice idea. Just to open up the b file. b3 takes and then double the rooks up on the b file. I do need to figure out what I'm doing with this king, though. It's not the safest king in the world. Rook to f1. Let's go g5 just to keep the king sides closed up there. He should play f6. That's probably his best move here. Or I'll play f6. Yeah, okay, he plays f6. Not bad. I'm going to go g4, I believe. Keep his bishop off the h3 square. And play rook g6 pretty soon. Alright, we gotta play rook g6. We're gonna walk our king over to the f8 square, I believe. Over to the g8 square, I'm sorry. Just keep walking. Queen d8. Queen f8 pretty soon, or rook takes is a rook takes is an idea. So he's got to go back to guard that somehow. He's got a lot of pressure on my king side for sure. We're gonna go here. He's probably gonna pick up this g4 pawn, unfortunately. Queen there. I have to play bishop d7. Maybe f takes was better. He's also way down on time here, too. Looks like we might win this one on time. Man. Rook h1. Oh, okay. We lose on time. That's unfortunate. It's a tricky situation here, though, honestly. What would I do from here? I'm actually not in a great spot there. Well, good game, Mombasa. Let's look at the analysis of this. The opening is pretty much what you're supposed to do. I might have overestimated my king side or my queen side attack here a bit. That's probably what ends up happening here. Overestimate the king side attack. Maybe that's what happened. In hindsight, what should I be doing here in hindsight? I don't know. This is actually a tricky spot here. Rook h5, queen here, rook h6. Queen here, takes. In hindsight, maybe... No, that doesn't feel right. Queen g5. Maybe I just let him get the pawn and I play king h7, takes, and queen h6. Despite being down a pawn, my bishop is still better. And he's not going to checkmate me, I don't think. I played bishop d7, and he played rook h1. This is like the perfect move at this point. Because if he does anything else, if he plays like b3, I'm going to play king h7 and then queen h6 to trade queens. When he plays rook h1, I can't do this because h3 is like killer, pretty much. If I play queen h6, he just takes here now, and the pin kills me here. What did I play here? It's actually tough to come up with a good move here. He's simply going to play h3, we're going to trade off, and he's going to play queen h4 and then just mate me there. And I really have no good defense against it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't feel like I played the game badly, but I guess I probably don't need to exchange that. I just need to be safer and just castle. And then I can play on the queen side. Or I could even just play h6 and stop him from playing bishop h6. Well, Mombasa got me there. Good game by him. Yeah, good game. All right, let's go with another one there. We're back down to 17